At SoundVision, we find Sonos to be one of the coolest products we've seen in the last 10 years. It gives us effortless ability to listen to any music we want in any room of the house using a free app for any iPhone, any iPad, any Android device, or PC or Mac on the network. Let's see how it works. So all you do is touch the room that you want, and then you can choose what you want to listen to. For instance, if you choose your music library, it'll show you any music that's on your network. Doesn't matter how many computers, anybody's iTunes libraries, they'll all exist here. If you choose artists, it will show you all the artists on your network. You can touch any artist you want. It'll show you the various albums. If I touch a song, I can play now, and it will play the song. I can also access radio, and when I choose radio, it'll let me access all the local radio stations based on where I live, and they're all there, and they're all streaming, so I get perfect reception all the time. Or I can choose my location and play a radio station from anywhere. I can also grab any of the tons of online music stations. So if I can go to news, I can grab, all the various news organizations I want to do and access that kind of stuff. Business news, it'll give me a bunch of various ones. Basically anything I want to access radio-wise. If I go to Pandora, I can access all of my Pandora stations. If you're not familiar with Pandora, Pandora is a free service that allows you to create your own radio stations. With Pandora, you can create as many radio stations as you want. If we want to create a new station, we simply touch it, we type in an artist, search, it'll pull up Bad Company, I play station now, and it'll play me Bad Company songs and songs like Bad Company songs. If I love the song, I hit thumbs up, it'll play this song more frequently and songs like it more frequently. I can skip it if I don't want to hear it and go to the next song. If I don't like that song, I can skip it again and go to another one. But it's playing me similar songs out of that genre. If I don't like it, I hit thumbs down and it'll never play that song for me again. Next thing we want to talk about is Spotify. Spotify, if I put in Bad Company, will just show me all the Bad Company albums. So now I can scroll down and I want to hear 10 from 6, and I want to hear Rock and Roll Fantasy, play now. I don't own this album. I don't need to. I'll never buy another album again. Spotify costs $10 a month, and for $10 a month you have access to a music library that has over 11 million songs. You can listen to it in your house, you can listen to it on your iPhone, on your Android device. They're free apps, so you can listen in the car. Wherever you want to listen to, you can listen to anything you want. Go back to music. Wolfgang's Vault is basically a collection of concerts. That Wolfgang is Bill Graham's first name. He was a concert promoter. So if I go to Wolfgang's Vault, I can type in Aerosmith, and it'll show me the 2 concerts they have, and I can go down here and I can touch any song, or I can play the whole concert, and it's going to play me live concerts one after another. If I'm playing in the kitchen and I also want to hear it in the living room, I simply touch group, I add the living room and hit done. Now it's playing in both rooms. When I go to change the volume, it'll pop down and let me see that I can adjust the living room or the kitchen volume, or if I want to turn them both up or down, I can slide this and it will move them both. If I'm done listening in the living room, I can just ungroup it and hit done. Now I'm not playing it in the living room anymore, it's just playing in the kitchen. Or vice versa. I can group as many rooms together as I want. So if I'm having a party, I want to hit select all. Now it's playing everywhere. Playing everywhere throughout the house. When I touch volume, it'll show me the volumes in the various rooms. If I'm done, I just hit pause all. Away we go. I can touch group, and I can unselect all and hit done. Now the rooms aren't grouped anymore. So you can group and ungroup however you want. You can play different things in different rooms at the same time. You can play the same thing in all the different rooms at the same time. It is really, it's like the future is here. I can literally sit down in my backyard, turn on music in my backyard. So I can be sitting outside. I touch patio. I decide I want to hear Train Kept a Rollin', play now. And I want to crank it up because I want my neighbors to be able to enjoy it. And now I'm listening to Train Kept a Rollin' in the backyard, relatively loud. We're not going to do that to the neighbors. And when I'm done, just shut it off.
Okay.
So another cool feature is I can create playlists on the fly. So I've got Fleetwood Mac playing now, and then I want to grab a Boston song. So I type in Boston, touch Boston. I'm going to listen to the first Boston album, and we're going to hear More Than a Feeling. We're going to add that to the queue. And now I've got a 3-song queue, and maybe after that we'll listen to Smokin'. And I can say play next, so it's going to throw it in right next in the queue. And then lastly, we're going to listen to Something About You. And I'm going to add that to the queue. And now I've decided that this is my favorite queue. I love these 5 songs in a row. As a matter of fact, I want to save that, and I'm going to call it Scott's 5. Done. So now that's a playlist called Scott's 5, and if I go to music and I go to Sonos playlists, there's all my playlists, and if I choose Scott's 5, there they are. I hit all tracks, play now. My playlist is created on the fly. Not only is it created on the fly, but it doesn't care where the songs came from. So Train Kept a Rollin' came from the Wolfgang's Vault feature. The rest of the songs came from Spotify. Sonos doesn't care. It just lets me create playlists from all my various music sources, put them together and save them so I can play them again at a party. Above and beyond that, these are my favorite features, but there are several other music services you can have access to, including the Amazon Cloud Player, iHeartRadio, Last.fm, Mog, Rhapsody, SiriusXM, Slacker, Songza, and they're constantly adding music services to this product. So as new services come out, they get added, and you can drop them right in and access those too. It's basically the future is now. You can touch what you want to hear in the room you want to hear it in, and it instantly comes on and starts to play. It's effortless to use. It's an inexpensive, easy way to get music where you want it.